guys, welcome back to my channel. It is me, Kaitisha, or you can call me Kai, and we are back with a get ready with me video. I am going to be telling you guys a little bit about myself. It's going to be a little get to know me chit chat. So if you guys want to know how I achieve my everyday makeup, keep watching. First things first, we got to clip our hair because we need her out of the way. So we're gonna start with our brows first, which I always do, and I go in and fill it in if I like need to fix them. But I like the Morphe micro pencil. This, especially if you are doing like an everyday look, which is kind of like my makeup MO. I don't really know how to do all that crazy, not crazy, but fancy, like be in the face type stuff. Like I'm an everyday, natural, glam. I do what I can, basically. I do what I can. But hi, hello, how are ya? I am like, oh my God, I don't even know like if this is an introduction, a reintroduction. I feel like obviously the people that watch my vlogs like kind of know me, but you don't know, we haven't had like a formal introduction. So I'm like, okay, what do you want to know? You know what I mean? But I have prepared a few facts and information tidbits about myself that I figured you want to know. And I feel like these are the questions that everyone wants to know because I'm nosy. So these are the questions I would want to know, if you get what I'm saying. I can't like really talk when I do my brows. So let's finish the brows and then we will get into it. Brows are done for right now. I feel like they could look more similar, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. For primer, I use the Bobbi Brown Face Base. This stuff, oh my God. I am like obsessed with this stuff, especially for the season where it's still cold and the air is a little drier and it's super windy. But hi guys, my name is Kaitisha if you don't know, or as I always say, you can call me Kai. Most people do. And I am 25 years old. Whew, that literally seems like a big number. Like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm 25. Like, I literally still feel like I'm 17. We are learning every day, and I've been taking you guys along with me to learn all of my life lessons of navigating my 20s on this channel. This Ilia Skin Rewind Complexion Stick is literally my best friend on no makeup days. I love her, obsessed with her. A little bit under my eyes. I currently live in Philadelphia. If you watch the vlogs, you see me navigating my life in Philly. But I am originally from the DMV area, more specifically PG County. If you know, you know. But a lot of people don't know that I was born in Florida and I was raised there until I was 7. And then I moved in with my grandparents in Maryland. So yeah, I have a few places that I say I'm from. It really depends on who I'm talking to, but you guys deserve to know the whole truth and nothing but the truth. I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Matchstick and Espresso. So I am currently on a journey of self-discovery, whether that means like creating signature looks, hair, makeup, my style, and really just finding my passions in life. Like, I don't want to be 45 and realize that all I did in my life was work and work. But it also doesn't help when I literally have no idea what I want to do with my life. Like, if someone asks me to give them a 5-year plan, girl, I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow. Like, I'm trying to live. I'm trying to survive. That's what I'm doing. And I think one of the big reasons I don't really know what a 5-year plan looks like for me is because I want to live like 5 lives. Like, I have so many ideas of what I could be doing and what a career path could look like for me. But because I have so many, I can't like sit with myself and be like, this is what we're doing. I want to do all of them. And I'm like, okay, so what do I do to achieve all of them? But it's like, you got to start somewhere, babe. You can't just be overwhelmed and not start at all. which is, yeah, I get very overwhelmed and I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I don't have patience. I get overwhelmed quickly. Like, you can see how this is a bad combination, right? I forgot to do my lip. But I also feel like I am super hard on myself because when I reflect on my 2024, I actually had a pretty good year. I got my first corporate job at a law firm working in admin. I still work there now as I figure out what I want to do with my life. I always thought I was going to be a lawyer, which is why getting a job in a law firm was always the goal. But I just don't really know if that is the path for me actually, or if it's more like I said I was going to do it, so now I feel like I have to fulfill it and do it because I told everyone that's what I wanted to do. But it's like I don't owe anyone anything, and I'm learning that. So but I also moved into my first apartment in 2024. I've been living here for about 6 months now, and I am procrastinating finishing the decor and furnishing it because, again, I'm very indecisive and I'm like, oh my god, what if like I move to New York tomorrow? Like I have a problem, someone please help me. But yeah, I moved in myself, I did everything myself, got approved, so I accomplished a lot, you know. I made new friends, well, 2 new friends, which I feel like I barely do. Like, I really stick to myself and my people and my circle. But yeah, 2025, we need to crank that up. I feel like I'm so hard on myself and I need to start showing myself more grace for all the things that I did accomplish instead of focusing on all of the things that I didn't. When we are constantly our biggest critics and we're moving the bar constantly, like, you're never going to feel satisfied or like you achieved anything because you're always moving the bar for yourself. So I just need to show myself more grace and celebrate my little wins, and we're kicking it up in 2025 anyways, so all we are gonna be getting is blessings. Yep. So I've actually been loving living on my own. I would love the idea of having a roommate just because, like, I've always wanted to live that fantasy of like living with your best friend. But my last roommate experience was so bad, I'm like, I am actually okay. And I also was an only child, so I'm very used to being alone and being in my own space. Guys, the sun keeps going in and out. I don't really know what's happening. But yeah, I'm very used to just being by myself. I could literally talk to myself for hours. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't leave my apartment for a week if I didn't have to work. Like, I'm very comfortable being alone, if we're being quite honest. I'm gonna go in with my liquid blush from Rare Beauty. This is in Joy, and I am literally obsessed with this color. It's like this peachy color, and I am obsessed because it's not like too orange, too peachy. It has like a pink little undertone, which I think is so baby doll. Love it. But because I was an only child, I had a lot of free time. My Nana always put me in a bunch of like activities to do. I went to like summer camps, I did pottery classes, I did tap dancing, and I actually used to go to like a creative kids camp. I did like theater, and then I discovered a love for the violin. In the 2nd grade, I took private lessons, and then 4th grade, I joined the instrumental at school. Then took that to middle school where I was in the creative performing arts program, took it to high school where I was in the visual performing arts program. And at one point I thought I was gonna go to college for it, but I quickly discovered a love for other things. So I haven't picked up a violin since I graduated high school, if we're being quite honest. Like, sorry. These, oh my god, I love them. The formula, just top tier, unmatched. This is Amande that I'm going in with first. Another thing that I highly credit to being an only child is I found an early love for television. I watched so much television as a kid. Like, it's very rare that someone's like, oh, have you seen this show? And I'm like, no, I've never seen that. Like, I watched entirely too much television. I never have anything to watch. It's it's actually a problem. I was not watching SpongeBob and Cartoon Network as a kid. I was watching the real people shows. Like, I was watching Degrassi in 2nd grade. Like, I would say that my 2 top comfort shows of all time, just that are like drama and storyline driven shows, not necessarily sitcoms, because I have like a list of sitcoms too, but my 2 overall comfort shows are One Tree Hill and the OC, and I think it's heavily due to their music soundtrack of the show. Like, discovered some of my favorite songs watching these shows. I've probably seen both of them about 20 times. Like, you can see it's a problem, but I'm okay with that. Now we're gonna go in with Truffle. I want to put on a little bit of foundation. This is my Rare Beauty foundation, and I'm obsessed with the color match. This is in 500N. And I also like to go in with a little bit of Kosas because this is in like a neutral, and I feel like with this like in between season where I'm still a little pale, I just like to have a neutral color. This is in Deep Neutral 380. Yeah. With subtle, it has subtle warm undertones, so I think these match together very well. Where did I put my water? I'm gonna go in with a little fluffy tailored brush to do this concealer. We're gonna get our foundation, and I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. I had a very bad case of the Bieber fever growing up. Like, I was their target demographic when they were marketing these young boys in Hollywood. Like, I was a believer. I was a Mahomie. I loved Madcon when it came out. I followed Shawn Mendes for a bit. Like, I really was who they were marketing to. And I am here to tell you that Bieber fever never truly goes away. You just wait for moments for it to strike and then die down. Yeah. Okay. Don't know if I'm loving it, but we're on a tight schedule now. We're running out of time. But you guys probably asked the question, girl, if you're from the DMV, PG County to be more exact, especially if you're from there, you're probably like, girl, what the hell are you doing in Philly? I went to school here. I went to Temple University. I graduated in 2022. I did leave and go home for about 6 months, but me and my parents, I was like, oh baby, I'm 23. I'm too grown for y'all to be trying to treat me like I'm 15. So I was like, you know what? My friends are still in Philly. I'm gonna move back to Philly, and I moved back. And what was that? The New Year. Well, actually, I moved to Florida for a few months to be with my family, and then in March of 2023, I moved back to Philadelphia, and I've been here ever since. And I like it, but I do definitely think that my time in Philly is coming to, I've hit my peak in Philly, and it's coming to like its close. I don't know if it's gonna be a year, 2 years, 3 years till I leave, but I know that it is slowly coming up on my time to start closing the chapter on Philadelphia. And I do have a few places in mind that I would want to move to. I have always been obsessed with Seattle. I don't know why, but then I'm like, okay, Seattle seems like the perfect place to settle. And I feel like there's a few places I want to live before I turn like 30, 40. I really want to live in New York before I turn 30. I just feel like it's an experience that everyone should experience, even though I've never experienced it. I have that opinion. Same with LA, but I'm also 25, so I don't know how both of them are going to work, but I feel like I am more of a New York girl, but also more aesthetically LA. Like, in the sense of, like, I'm a big city girl, like, don't have a license, don't drive, none of that. So New York would be the place for me because I love the fast life, all that. But I feel like that same stuff is in LA, but if I drove, LA would be the perfect place for me. But I don't drive, so New York is where I feel like I will probably be better at. But also, I really want to get my license because it's like, girl, you're 25. Why don't we have a license? What are we doing? Huda Beauty. But another place I feel like I also would just love is Chicago. I went for my 23rd birthday and I was like, oh my God, like, let's move here. And me telling my friends, I was like, so should we move to Chicago? Sending them apartments in Chicago. That's my problem. When I visit somewhere, I always want to move there. But it's like, because I just feel like if I love it, I love it. But also, like, I visited Nashville. I really like Nashville, but I wouldn't want to live there. You know, that's just not my vibe. But yeah, Chicago. But I always think about, like, maybe I should just move back home but live in DC. I feel like the DMV is such like a great area, and like I loved it, but I also feel like that's also more of a settle down, have some kids and a family kind of area, you know, like you're still adjacent to the city, but you settle in a suburb in Virginia or Maryland kind of vibe. Honestly, I should have prefaced this by saying, guys, I'm not here to show you how to do makeup. This is how I do my makeup, and I don't really know what I'm doing. I kind of just go with the flow and make something shake. So anyone saying that it's not being done right, it probably isn't. It probably isn't, okay? But it's done right for me to be at least decent enough for what I need to do. Now my MAC Studio Fix. I love this stuff, but first we're going to just a little Morphe, a little Morphe. I also feel like I would love to live in Miami just to get back to like those Florida roots, but I just feel like I need to be somewhere where it's lively. Like, I love a scene. Like, I can't be anywhere where I'm like bored, which is why I feel like I'm like tired of Philly, because I feel like I've kind of just discovered the scene in Philly, but I really haven't, because there definitely is that more lively scene of Philly that I could discover, but I just feel like it's not really like my cup of tea. Like, I love going out in DC. It's just so fun, so much to do. Like, the night is just ongoing, but here it's like it just be dead at 2 o'clock, and I'm like, what are we doing? Like, the night just started. Like, I don't know, I feel like I'm like entering this like party girl era that I started to enter in college right before COVID, and now I'm like, and then it like died down in me, but now I'm like, okay, I'm ready to party. This is the Tower 28 Beach Please Happy Hour, and it's for your cheeks and lips, but like this color isn't really my cup of tea on either of those, so I like to put a little bit on the eye. And it's like a little sticky. I like to blend it out a bit. And then I go in with like this blending brush. Like, I don't really like to do a lot to my eyes, mostly because I don't know how to do eye makeup that well. So I just do a little 1-2 something simple so that they don't look bland. But I don't want to do too much where it's like, ooh. Because I have had some moments where it's like, ooh, what she got on her eyes? Ooh. My two Holy Grail mascaras, the Tarte Man Eater and the Lancome Idole. I don't know. I've heard people pronounce it so many different ways. Oh, this is wrong. That was wrong. So first I go in with Man Eater. I like to go under my lashes just to make them pop more because I have really curly lashes, so I like to bring them out and then bring them back up. Y'all see that? Before, after? Like, I'm sorry. Tarte did their big one on this one. They really did. I hate to say it, but Tarte really did their big one. Like, I'm sorry. Look at the material. And just when you think it couldn't get better, guys. Guys. I'm loving it. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I've been chit-chatting so much with you that I am running a little bit late now, but it's fine. So my lip combo hasn't changed in years. I mean, my makeup routine has barely changed in years, to be quite honest with you guys. I'm just sharpening my pencil. Oh, she's my holy grail. So this is Espresso by NYX. I love this color, and they don't make this formula anymore. So that's why you can see I'm holding on for dear life. I also really like Sepia by Refi. I lost it in LA, and I have yet to go back and get it, but I really need to. I'm slowly becoming a Refi girl. I love their products. Damn, I hear the ice cream truck. It ain't even spring for real yet. Crazy. And I really like to get into those lips with that. I like to go in with my Kosas Wet Stick and Tropical Bliss on top. We're gonna fix up our lips in a second, so don't worry, okay? And then I'm gonna go in with the Refi lip gloss in the Sinfon. Okay, now we're gonna fix my lips because I can see the line is a little usually I would go in with my Morphe and my Charlotte Tilbury, but I'm out of my Charlotte Tilbury. So we're just using the Morphe, and then I have a e.l.f. setting spray. And then right on top of that, my e.l.f. I really wanted to put rollers in my hair, but I don't have time for that. All right, and here is the final makeup look. I don't know how I feel about it, but I enjoyed getting ready together. I hope you guys enjoyed getting to know me a little bit better. I really enjoyed our little chit chat, so maybe we'll do more in the future. But if you guys did enjoy this video, do not forget to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below what was your favorite part. Give me some makeup tips because I'm always open to makeup tips. And subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this or keep up with my life through my weekly vlogs. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.